Billy Donovan is doing well, right? And he's intense as all get out. But how do you think he would transition to the NBA as a coach? And then also, what does this tell you about the Lakers?
93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. The captain, Vershawn Jackson.
I think the plan is to go bigger at corner. You got to have bigger corners in this league because you got these receivers. You got to deal with Ohio State receivers. And I'm not saying small corners can't get it done, but small corners have to be extraordinary, right? They got to jump higher. They got to do things that bigger corners might not necessarily have to do. So, I mean, losing Ethan Nation, it's kind of a blow, but when you got to get down in scholarships anyway, it's not, man. They got to have their best guys, man.
Alcohol has strained our relationship. Drinking too much can cause harm to friends, family members, and loved ones. By drinking less, we will save our relationship. If you or a loved one is looking for help, find a treatment facility near you at findtreatment.gov. For immediate support, call, text, or chat 988.
Brought to you by Nebraska DHHS in partnership with SAMHSA.
With the Planet Fitness Black Card, you don't just get a great workout, you get a great perk out because your membership is packed with perks. For $1 down and $24.99 a month, you'll get perks like access to any of our 2,400 clean and spacious locations. Bring a friend anytime and both work out with tons of equipment that'll give you that big fitness energy. Relax in the Black Card spa and more. Work out and perk out with the PF Black Card. Join for just $1 down and $24.99 a month.
Hurry, deal ends June 14th. Join now, online or at your local PF Club.
See Home Club for details.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
Without a strong IT partner, your business ends up overspending, underperforming, wearing too many hats, complicating your work, and more. Applied Connective Technologies can help with experts in every facet of technology. If it plugs in, powers on, or charges up, they're your people. Imagine being able to call one team for all your technology solutions rather than a village of vendors and providers. For all your needs in managed IT and cybersecurity, phone systems, physical security, infrastructure, and audio or video, head to appliedconnective.com to better your business today.
If you want to make new floor shopping easier, come to O Street Carpet. Hi, I'm Steve Carper. Our flooring professionals can help you choose the best flooring for you, your family, and your budget. We eliminate the confusion. Even better, you'll be enjoying your new flooring much sooner. No 6 or 8 week waits. We'll install right away and save you money on installation. Floor shopping made easy every day at O Street Carpet.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
You already know that Select Plumbing takes care of all your plumbing needs, including water heaters, faucet repairs, leaks, drips, sump pumps, and more. Now, they're able to help you with your heating and air conditioning as well. Select Plumbing has recently expanded into residential heating and air, and they're excited to bring this new service to their complete list of plumbing services. Call to book an appointment today at 402-560-6197 or go to selectplumbinginc.com, serving Lincoln, Seward, Milford, and the surrounding areas.
Hey, baseball fans, join the Blur Tailgate at Hilton Omaha this June for our 12th annual hospitality event during the College Baseball Championship Series. Book an experience for your clients or employees with an inclusive bar, buffet, TVs, music, and tailgate games. Secure your spot today and let Blur Events take care of all the work so you can enjoy the day. Plus, we're just steps away from Charles Schwab Field. Visit blurevents.com to book your group, buy tickets, or learn about sponsorships. That's blurevents.com, your college baseball and football tailgate destination.
Have a passion for the outdoors? Nebraska Game and Parks is seeking seasonal teammates. Work in scenic state parks, contribute to vital research projects, and care for our natural spaces. Seasonal staff assist with special events, provide customer service to outdoor enthusiasts, and make a difference for conservation. Join the adventure at outdoornebraska.gov. Apply online today.
Paid for by Nebraska Game and Parks. Aired in cooperation with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Live from the heart of Lincoln, America. Welcome to Ticket Weeknights on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome into Ticket Weeknights. Once again, Harrison Arns on the ones and twos. You guys can watch on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Allo Channel 961 here shortly, as we'll get that up there as well. But nonetheless, we got, of course, Chancellor Brewington, the host, as always, to my left. We like to call this first segment 1/4, or what do we land on? I always forget. Is it 1/4 century?
Quarter century wisdom.
Quarter century wisdom. But nonetheless, Chancellor, how's it going? I haven't seen you since last weekend. Where do you want to start with it?
Yeah, great day. Great day. And if it hasn't been a great day, say it's been a great day. That's how I started off. But I got some good wisdom. And it really hasn't come from me. It's just from the things I allow myself to take in, the things I feed my soul, feed my mentals. Because we do, whether you like it or not, you're feeding yourself. You're either feeding them garbage on your phone or you got some good stuff coming in. So I guess I would start. No, I don't guess I would start. I am going to start with a concept I'm kind of freshly learning. I'm actively doing it now. It's something that it sounds pretty simple, but I don't think a lot of people do it, or maybe I'm just late to the train and maybe I just don't know. But that is, then let me know if you've heard this before, Harrison. It's called making two beds before you go to bed, or preparing two beds before you sleep. So you prepare your physical bed, right? And then you would prepare your mental bed as well.
No, I've never heard that before.
Okay. Perfect. So preparing your physical bed, like you pull the sheets back, get your pillows propped up. I sleep with a bunch of blankets. So I'm a blanket guy. Gotta have the apartment about 62 degrees. Like,
you're that guy.
Oh yeah, I'm that guy. I might even throw a fan in the room too.
I'd hate you for the electric bill.
Yeah,
I'd be so mad.
yeah. That is I am that guy. But also, so that's your physical bed, making your physical bed. Now the mental bed is something interesting. So essentially, it's making sure you're in the right emotional state before you close your eyes. Now, whatever emotion you want to feel, you get your body to feel that. You tell your body to feel that before you go to bed, and then you have a really slim. How could I say a slim time period between when you close your eyes and you're kind of in like this state of like you're almost asleep, but you're not asleep. That's the time to kind of like imagine and dream and think about the next day, how the next day is going to do. If you want to, next day, there's a big meeting. Okay, this meeting is going to go like this, taking that into effect and keep going with that. Because I've noticed as I'm doing this positivity challenge that I'm doing, is that the boss man?
Yep. Shout out DP.
Boss man,
working late.
Boss man. Shout out DP. The muscle behind this movement.
And Rebecca Pearson as well.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. That's the real muscle. That's the real muscle. Yeah, shout out to them. But as I was saying, so as I'm doing this positivity challenge, there's been times where I'm either reading a book or I'm just doing stuff and I'll just run off with a thought just comes to mind. And usually I like dismiss it and focus on what I'm doing. But now I'm understanding how like mentally and the subconscious and the conscious and the subconscious work. I'm actually letting those thoughts, especially if they're positive, most of the time they are positive. I'm letting those thoughts run out and like really diving into them. Like I was reading and then all of a sudden I was like, kind of like went into like a little daydream. And usually you're like, you got to lock in back into what you're doing. And then I kind of just let myself go with it and was like, like, why are we thinking about this? Right? Like, okay, like, why am I thinking about this? Okay. Like, oh, like, this is pretty cool. Is this something like I see myself doing? And it was something, I'm not going to say what it was, but it's something like I saw myself doing.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, this is dope. Like, okay, is this something we want to do? Right. Just having like a joint conversation and acting like there's like, I'm just talking
with yourself.
Yeah, I'm just having a press conference with myself. Just, okay, is this something we want to do? And I just let the thought ride out. And it ended up being like this whole like 15 to 20 minute thing. And it turned out to be awesome. And I was like, okay, if we're going to think it, like, okay, and what am I wearing? well, am I holding some? You know, like who's with me? Like what emotion do I feel here? So I say all that to say, making your mental bed before you go to bed, and I've done it for the past, I would say like week or so, and it's been phenomenal, because what it does is prepares your day. So it prepares your day. People think it's your morning routine that prepares your day. That's not what prepares your day. It's the night before that prepares your day.
I like that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I never think about the night before.
Because think about it. If you go to bed with, say you worry about paying the bills, but everyone got bills. Worry about paying the bills. Worry about paying the bills, the bills. And then you wake up in the morning.
The bills.
Because that's what you went to bed thinking about. Now, if you change your emotional state before you go to bed and just change your paradigm, reshift it, change your pattern of thinking and say, no, my bills are already paid. I got enough money for them. Let's just worry about living tomorrow and having a great day, because tomorrow's going to be a great day. I am saying I am, I possess the money. I am wealthy. I am all these things, right? Already speaking them to existence. You wake up, you're not going to be thinking about the bills.
Yeah.
I promise you, you're not going to be, if you do it the right way, you're not going to be thinking about the bills. Because I'm not going to say I was worried about bills, but I was worried about, not worried, but I was thinking about something else. And then I shifted it and I woke up, and then I got to like the next night and I was like, wait, what was that one thing I went to bed tripping about? Like,
you don't even remember.
I couldn't even remember it. I'm telling you, it will change your day. I want anyone and everyone who is listening to try it, and let me know how it works, how it doesn't. I guarantee it's gonna work, but how it doesn't, how it works, and that's my quarter century wisdom.
Is it easy for you to get rid of the phone at night? Because I think that's a big problem why a lot of people go to bed with such like weird energy.
I bought an alarm clock.
That'll do it.
Yep, I bought an alarm clock, old school one. You got to set it.
Oh, you got the dials where you got to turn on them?
Oh, no, not that old. It's like when we got to like hold it down and then you hit the plus and the minus.
Yep.
But I usually put my phone by like my vitamins in the morning. So like it'll be like, okay, like I got like a book. When I wake up, I try to read something, right? And then as I'm like getting ready for the day, like I'm already past kind of the period of just waking up, getting on your phone. So I try to do that, because that's something I struggle with, was just get on my phone right away.
Oh yeah. I
But
got terrible at it. It's still something I struggle with. It's tough, man.
Yeah.
Especially when I love my coworkers, but when you work the night shift, people are like, come on, man. I know you ain't sleeping. So it's like, let me make sure I got everyone taken care of.
It is interesting. What do you end up like going to bed late?
Oh, all the time.
Bro, it's hard, especially like when we got like 9 o'clock shows. You get home at 10, and then it's kind of like you're like wired, because there's a certain amount of adrenaline that this gets you being on live. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. It wakes you up.
Yeah.
And then I had a bad habit of like, I'd be on the way back and I'd be like, Mountain Dew sounds pretty good. Don't drink a Mountain Dew at like 10 o'clock at night, man.
Oh, you're wired.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Yeah.
I like sodas, man. That's always a problem. But yeah, it's
a good old pop. That's what y'all call it out here. A pop
soda. Oh, it's pop out here. Okay. I never understood that.
Yeah,
I've always called it soda.
I know, like Midwest, like the more you get, like kind of the more east you go. I know West is soda, and then I know
north up by south. Just about everybody calls it pop.
Yeah, it's pretty strange.
Is that the only state that does it? Is Nebraska?
I don't know. Text in 402-464-5685.
Yeah, or you can on the Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter. What do you call
carbonized
beverage?
Yeah, and not soda water. We're not talking about no soda water. Because if you like soda water, if you prefer soda water, I'm not hating on you, but that's pretty strange.
Yeah,
that's pretty strange.
Just give me some water, man. At that
just
point.
Give me some water.
But hey, if you love the carbonation that much, I guess
it's really rough going down.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never understood that.
Yeah,
we had one of those. What do you call them? Carbonizer, fizzer. We had one of those. Yeah, it just don't work out well.
Yeah,
it's not worth it. But yeah, it's weird when you get home at night. Definitely a lot more wired. So that's always the hard part. Is like, maybe I'll get a work text here, but then I got to remember to like, okay, I'm done with it. Put it away.
Right.
Instead, I'll be like, maybe I'll go back and watch a show and like, oh, that part was pretty good. Maybe I should clip that tomorrow. Brain kind of keeps working.
Right.
But yeah, it's usually not too bad. I've gotten a lot better at it, especially because, the ship's starting to smooth pretty sail here at the ticket. So a lot of it's getting oiled.
Oh yeah, it's about to get jumping.
Every time I say that, I'm like, we're here, and DP's like, You think this is it?
Yeah,
Like,
not even close. My goodness. Yeah. That's why I love being around people that like want to expand.
Oh yeah, that's my. I'd say that's probably the biggest problem I have with is like seeing the next thing. Like, what's the next thing? Like, don't be happy yet. What's next? And luckily I've been around a lot of people that are helping me realize that. Like, you just don't have. You cannot be satisfied ever.
Yeah.
It's a weird thing because you want to be proud of yourself, and you should be, but you also got to wake up and just keep going.
Yeah.
And like, nah, it's not good enough.
Yeah.
But you still got to have that positive look on it.
Yeah, it's a. I would say like there's a point where you got to like forget the past things and not let the past things put you in a state of complacency, I guess.
Well, how many?
But it's not so much I'm not saying complacency, but like, you know,
you made it. I mean, how many young prodigies do we hear about?
Yeah.
He's the next young prodigy. That's
Right.
the worst thing you can ever do to a kid. Do not make him the next prodigy. Let him become it.
Yeah.
If he's really smart, cool. Just say he's really smart at that age. Do not ever put that label on him.
Yeah.
Because like there's a chance they don't get complacent. But I know me, if I was a young kid, I'm like, I'm a prodigy. What am I worried about?
Right.
You know, like you see that a lot, especially in like the kids that have crazy high IQs and they're supposed to be like, some crazy scientist and they end up just kind of flaming out. And I don't even say flaming out, but just not meeting that potential.
Right.
That's a lot of pressure.
It is a lot of pressure. It's pretty, and it's interesting. It's usually with athletes, but I think the athletes that have the hardest are the athletes that have parents that play professional sports,
like Bronny.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's an
extreme
outlier
case.
case. Yeah, but like just anyone who really played like that.
Shout out to the window.
Shout out to the Grand Cherokees. I like the Jeeps. I heard good things about the Jeeps, but I also heard terrible things about the Jeeps.
Shout out my guy Adam, who just got his. I was talking about the hail
Okay,
damage.
I won't go in on the Jeeps then.
Well, it wasn't the Jeep's fault. I mean, baseball size hail will wreck a windshield.
Oh my gosh.
Just got the Jeep paid off too. Shout out! Thank goodness he's got hail insurance and he's got full coverage. But yeah,
shout out.
They're fun cars, man. I got a Jeep Commander. I kind of hate it though. Has a lot of problems, but then all of a sudden got super reliable. But most cars, when you get to like 160,000 miles, that's kind of lifetime on a lot of those major parts.
Right.
And then doesn't really matter what you have. Like a Toyota is probably going to be better off than a Jeep.
Toyota.
Yeah, but their Jeeps they're more for the bells and whistles. They're fun to drive, but they're probably not the most. I think they're ranked pretty historically.
I think they're really low.
Yeah, like some of the worst in reliability.
Yeah.
They're fun though. They're fun.
Yeah, no free shout outs though. Jeep sponsor next time you want us to talk about you. Yeah, but the professional athlete kids, they got it the worst. Because first of all, their dads had a different type of drive to get them there. That's something you see. Man, we'll just get a bunch of love out in the city. Shout out Lincoln, Nebraska. Everyone coming by the ticket on O Street, saying what's up.
When you get a nice warm day, people are start smiling a little bit more.
Yeah, I just seen 3 smiles just now. That was 2 waves. I mean, yeah, that was great. But the professional athletes, the dads that made it there, usually they had, I would say, more rougher circumstances or that caused them to be a lot more driven. And obviously they make it usually financially well, have a lot of success, and their kids grow up in an environment that doesn't really produce that type of strain and that type of pressure. And then it ends up being, well, that he was good. It was just like, like he always had a fallout plan. Like he always had money to fall back into. He always had, yeah, he wasn't
putting his whole legacy on it.
Yeah, and just to be frank, they probably came from money.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
and that causes a certain type of comfort. And I want my kids to come from money, just to be frank. But I think that's an interesting thing. I don't know if we want to get too deep into it, but how can you have your children come from money and come from like a very, very good upbringing, but still allow them to not struggle, but allow them to go through pressure. I think that's if you can do that as a parent, coming from and having like them put in a great environment, like I'm talking like well off financially, but still allowing like pressure situations and allowing certain unfortunate things to happen in their life. Not to say like nothing catastrophic, but just allowing, friction.
Mm-hmm.
That's perfect. Friction, just allowing that. I wonder, that's an interesting concept that I just thought of.
Well, it's like, you can always correct me on the quote, but it's like great men, create with the wealth that comes with it, ends up creating weak men. I can't remember the exact order of it, but it's almost like cyclical.
Oh yeah. Go like, good men or tough men create easy times. Easy times produce weak men, and weak men produce. I just butchered that.
Hard times create strong men create easy times create weak men create difficult times.
Yep.
And out of the difficult times, you're back to the beginning.
And so the professional athlete kid and the kid, we're talking about the transition to great men to easy times, and then easy times to weak men. Like, how do you make the easy times into strong men?
You just got to you have to, it's really hard to do. Because
drop them off in the hood.
There's something to rip away that entitlement.
Right.
Like, that's the hard part. Is like, do they walk around thinking, oh, I got this money, and then like, because I'm killing it in life? Like, are they leaving your place thinking like, I'm set off better than everybody else because I'm the one that killed it? Or are they aware that I'm in a really good situation, and it's because of this, I have to capitalize on it. I have to do more with it because I am a person given this opportunity.
Right.
You can't walk out your parents' place that have a bunch of money and then see everybody else in college and look at your bank account and be like, I'm killing it, guys. Like, I don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
You can't have that sense of entitlement.
And I feel like as if, and we're only 24, 25 years old talking about this. This is just talking like how I will handle it. I would think, as of my young state right now, young state of mind, I would think that environment, you would have to spend like double amount of the time with your children, teaching them things, and not saying being hard on them, but just the amount of attention and time. I think those kids need it the most.
Yeah, because they're gonna have like really big opportunities to do more with it.
Yeah,
like they have to kind of lead and help out the people who weren't as fortunate in their same generation.
This remind me of Anchorman 2 when the CEO of the news.
The rival news or the main?
No, the main one
with Ron Burgundy's station.
Yeah, the second one.
Yeah,
the dude with he owns like the Koala Airlines.
Oh yeah.
And he's like my father left me a small sum of $500 million, and I turned that $500 million into $503 million. Like that's what we're talking about. Like, his dad created an easy time for him, and he didn't really have the pressure or the friction to have to create anything too crazy. He just got to walk into it,
and
and then it really messes up your generation, your bloodline.
Oh yeah.
If you don't make sure the first kid that come up with the money, if he ain't right, boy, oh boy, it get rough. It get rough.
Yeah, it's interesting. We're in an interesting time. I don't know what it is, but it does feel like a transition.
Oh yeah.
Like, I don't know what exactly. Just looking around with everything, something's changing culturally.
Something's brewing. But we saw that. How much time we got?
We can go like 3 more minutes.
Okay. We'll talk a little bit more about this. But I just have to give a shout out to Adrian Martinez.
Oh yeah.
For winning, first of all, first team UFL quarterback. Had a phenomenal season. And then announced today that he was the MVP of the UFL league.
Yeah, let's just drop the stats for money who's in award. Martinez, and keep in mind, we talked about this before the show started.
Yeah.
Didn't start right away either. So I think he had was it 2 or 3 games? He was getting in, like you said, late in the game, but eventually
he will be. I'm saying it right now. He will be on the show to tell how the season went. I'm saying it right now.
That's going to be incredible. We'll make sure to tune that out so everybody can listen. But here's the stats. Martinez led the league in rushing with 528 yards through the regular season. He was number 3 in passing with 1,749 and tied for second in passing touchdowns with 15. He was also number 2 in the UFL in total offense with 2,277 yards. Dude killed it.
My goodness. My goodness. The league awaits, my brother.
Dude, I watching some of the highlights. It's like, yep. I remember seeing that at Nebraska, like his evasiveness, just having people
he's
just
special.
Guessing.
He's special. I'm happy for him. And there's a bunch of Husker guys who was participating in that league and did well. So I'm just happy to see him, knowing the person he is, knowing the work he puts in, and knowing the type of character, type of integrity that man has. I'm happy for him, beyond happy.
That's the beauty of UFL now.
Yeah,
like you got another shot. Like if you were just getting really bad hands with injuries, and for something happened where a team said they're going to draft you, and all of a sudden you didn't, you slipped through,
right?
And then just bad luck. It's a really good quarterback class that year, so there's just not as many opportunities. It's just another spot where you can go improve yourself.
Exactly. And we're going to see here soon, especially because they're getting a lot of bounce back guys, meaning a lot of NFL guys are bouncing back into the UFL, guys that maybe just got cut from a roster, did mini camp, did training camp, played some preseason games, got cut. We're seeing those people are in the league, in the UFL right now. And so I feel as if that we're going to see a lot of these UFL guys since they did the season coming up to training camp. I know it's going to be rough for some guys having to play 2 seasons in 1 year, but I believe that a lot of UFL guys will get some training camp invites here coming up, and let their bodies be blessed, because boy, I could only imagine that's 2 training camps in 1 year, and 2 seasons.
I'd imagine they take account for that somewhat. But at the same time, they got to grade you. They got to get the real tape on you.
Yeah, it's like, what are you going to let this dude take a vet day?
You figure out which dudes are tough.
Yeah.
As a result of that, you're going to know which dudes are tough out there.
Yeah. I mean, I just think about the injuries that you have during the season. Like, you ain't getting through the season without a sprained ankle. You ain't getting through without some contusions, some type of shoulder stuff, some type of wrist, maybe like a dislocated finger, jam finger, or something, right? And then you think about having to multiply that by 2 and going into training camp. So I just say all that to say I got much respect for you. And I hope that everyone in the UFL who gets the opportunity in the league in training camps does a fantastic job.
Absolutely. With that being said, we'll go ahead and throw to our first break here. What's Brewing with Chancellor Brewington? The host is always to my left. Harrison Arns on the 1s and 2s. We'll talk to you on the other side.
What are you getting your ever-loving dad for Father's Day?
I know. A motorized monster truck. How about the new Taylor Swift album? You would love it.
Yeah, I'm sure. How about something from Osted's Golf? Name brand apparel up to 50% off. Strixon balls at crazy deals. And Dad's always loving Osted's gift card.
You have been putting a lot of balls in the water.
Not after my custom fitting. I'm smashing everything.
You're good at that with a monster truck.
Shop Osted's Golf for Father's Day.
The Osted family would really appreciate it.
Hi, my name is Molly Party. I'm a realtor with MP Dodge Real Estate. I'm a newly licensed agent and considered numerous brokerages before deciding on MP Dodge. I chose the company that gives me the most support in my new career, plus guidance and encouragement along the way. MP Dodge has a unique mentoring program for new agents. It's helped jumpstart my career and has a supportive management team and administrative staff. So if you're contemplating a career in real estate, look no further than MP Dodge. It will be the best decision you make.
By now, most of you know how important the Honda of Lincoln sales and service team are to the Lincoln market. Hello, Charlie Stone here, and joining me is Andy Goodyear from Honda of Lincoln to tell you about the great news they just received. Andy, please tell us all about it.
Each year, the Lincoln Journal-Star has an award program called the Lincoln Choice Award, where the customers in Lincoln get to choose the best places to do business. Great pleasure I get to announce that Honda of Lincoln has won the award for buying new cars, used cars, automotive repair, and even oil changes.
That is amazing, Andy. Any more good news?
Yes, there is, Charlie. We now have more than 100 new Hondas in stock, with hundreds on the way, and a huge selection of all makes and models on our pre-owned lot.
Incredible. Maybe it's time you come experience the Honda of Lincoln way of doing business. 27th and Yankee Hill Road, or online at hondaoflincoln.com.
The 31st Annual Testicle Festival, Saturday, June 15th at Round the Bend Steakhouse, just off I-80, exit 426. Swing out 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. for music, fireworks, and, of course, nuts. Visit roundthebendsteakhouse.com for more.
Load up on meat and more this summer at the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese at 84th and Haviland. This week's special through June 11th is buy 3 ribeyes, get 1 ribeye free. Also, $1 off all brands of crackers. Locations at 84th and Havelock and 30th and Yankee Hill in Lincoln, or 168th and Maple in Omaha. Get to the Mercado today for the best meat in town. For over 15 years, Integrated Life Choices has empowered individuals with disabilities in Lincoln and throughout Nebraska. They provide comprehensive services from group homes and independent living services to job training, ensuring fulfilling lives for those that they serve. Now, they're inviting you to join their mission. If you're passionate about making a difference in the lives of people with developmental disabilities, explore rewarding career opportunities with them. Learn more about their services and apply today at www.ilc.net. Be a part of Integrated Life Choices, where your work truly changes lives. You don't think about your roof very often, but you should never take it for granted. Roofing Service Company takes every measure to provide you with the highest quality roofing solution. Whether it's a new roof installation, roof repair, or a re-roofing project, their overall goal is to provide you with a pleasant experience and a long-lasting roof. If you have a need for siding or gutters, they're your place too. Visit roofingservicecompany.com for more info today.
Keep summer green with Judson Bylene and Judson Irrigation. More than 40 years ago, Judson Irrigation started taking in orphans. Lawn sprinkler systems installed by a quickie, cheapy summer job, install them and forget them outfit long forgotten. Call Judson Irrigation. They'll never forget you.
Keep summer green. Call Judson Irrigation 402-420-6277 or judsonirrigation.com.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize before participating in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the K&TK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeit. Thank you for participating in our contest, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with a child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
Constructors is now hiring for all positions, with laborers starting at $23 and up based on experience. Constructors has immediate job openings for laborers, mechanics, bridge builders, operators, and drivers. Start your new career today. Constructors offers great pay, health, dental, and vision insurance, paid time off, paid holidays, and so much more. Join the crew today and be a part of Nebraska's oldest paving company dating back to 1908. For a complete list of openings and to apply online, visit constructorslincoln.com.
Network Partners in Lincoln reminds us throughout the history of our country, our armed forces have risked their lives to protect our freedom. They and their families have sacrificed so we can live in peace, and not just us, but our children and grandchildren as well. Let's thank our troops and veterans and keep them in our prayers. May our troops be safe and may God bless America. This from Network Partners in Lincoln. We live in the land of the free, thanks to the brave.
Back to the Ticket weeknights on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome back in. What's Brewing with Chancellor Brewington, the host, as always, to my left. Harrison Owens on the ones and twos. If you guys want to join in, 402-464-5685. Face to the Voice, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, and as always, Allo Channel 961. With that being said, I'll go ahead and throw it to the host. Quite a few things going on in the sports world. Culturally, you can just imagine this time of year, there's tons of things going on. Where do you want to go with it?
Yeah, I want to ask a Husker football question, but I think I should wait. I think I should wait a little bit. Or should I ask it right now? I'm going to ask it right now.
Hard to know. I'm not sure where we're going with it.
Let's go top three. I would say, how can I work? I want to describe these players. These are the players that we can go five, maybe. We'll get, once we get to three, we'll see how we're feeling. But these are the players that not only we go as they go.
Like currently on the roster?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Like we go as they go.
Yeah.
So I think I call them our goers.
I like this. Our goers.
Our goers.
Like if we need to dial something up, we got one.
He's
go
as they go.
All right.
like I'm talking in 21, that was Samari, that was Cam Taylor-Britt.
Yeah.
That was like, I mean, that was Adrian. 2022, that was Casey, that was Trey, and that was, I'm trying to think on defense, that was kind of like a Ginelli-ish. I couldn't really tell you exactly for that one. And then this past year, I would say it was more so like a GIF.
It was the linebacker. The linebacker room as a whole was just our goers.
It was just, you could just think it was really just the defense as our goers.
Yep. With it and Emmett Johnson, I'll give it to him.
Emmett Johnson, he later in the year, once he established his role. So now, kind of, this is way too early for the list. This really is.
I see why you're thinking about it. It's good to talk about now.
Yeah, I'm thinking because I'll throw out some names, and in the text line and on the chats, you can throw out some names as well. The first couple names I think of is Nash and Ty.
Defense.
I think of those guys. Because we're gonna have to. Those guys are gonna have to have big years.
Do you see Sipple think? Sipple 100% agrees with you. He thinks first rounder.
Nash.
Yeah.
Man, I mean, I think Ty and Nash are both gonna be getting drafted this next year.
They're definitely gonna be helping.
I think Ty is gonna have I'm saying it right now. I think Ty's gonna have a phenomenal year. I don't think people realize that he hasn't been healthy for off season in a while. So
you're right.
He's able to train right now, get his body right, and I know how that is. If you in the off season you hurt, there's momentum going into season, to idle time, to off season, to spring ball, to summer, and if you have that momentum, you're healthy the whole way. Oh boy, stuff starts clicking, and I really think this is going to be a dominant year for him. So I think Nash and Ty. I also think we said Emmett. I really believe that he gonna take his game to the next level.
I think he's the guy.
Yeah.
I just, based on what I've seen on last year, man, when he got going, he was such a reliable running back.
Yeah.
Like to me, he seems like the guy in that room. He seems really hungry. The easiest answer is obviously Dylan. If we're gonna win, it's gonna be Dylan. But that was just obvious. We'll get it out of the way there. On the offensive side, I think just because we kind of know what we have with him, I think Lloyd's gonna have opportunities to be that guy, that big shot play. I'm expecting that from him. I mean, hearing some of the comments of the guys that get to see it, he is.
That's an interesting
when he's going, he's unstoppable.
That's
and I know we got some transfers, but Lloyd is going to be hard to keep off the field. I mean, he's got explosive speed. If he's got you beat by a couple feet, you're not catching.
Yeah, you gotta make sure he's in the game. I think T Hill as well.
Yeah, Tommy Hill. I'll even throw Javen Wright. I think he's got a chance for an awesome season.
I'm saying
his numbers. He didn't even start for a lot of times last year, and his numbers looked like a starter.
Yeah, 55 tackles, two picks.
Oh, you got him off the top of the head,
and one forced fumble. Yeah, okay. I always will have his stats on the top. Yeah, I think GIF is in that category as well.
Yep,
because the maniac himself. I mean, there's so many fresh faces on the offense. I'm not really sure. I think Fedoni could possibly be in that category. It's just tough for you to put that on a tight end just because the role that he plays. But I mean, I would love to see you and them incorporate Fedoni in a lot more things. But that's a whole nother topic. I think Fedoni's a candidate.
Ben Scott's obviously going to be one of those guys. He's going to be good at that position. Good to have that with a young.
That's a good one.
Young QB.
That's a good one.
Get a reliable center that knows how to get the line lined up.
Ben Hart too. Yeah. Okay. So now I think should we go a couple more?
Yeah, we can go a couple more.
Let's go a couple more.
Let me ask you about this because he's on the list, and I know we said Emmett Johnson, but Gabe Irvin, he's the guy that I feel like everyone's always like, when he's cooking, he's a big muscle back that can. I mean, he's like
he's a complimentary back too. Like he's like, I'm not saying whether he's one or two. I'm not saying he's the second or the first. I'm just saying having him, like he complements a back.
Yeah,
like he complements another person, very very well. He's a real downhill. Real downhill press holes. He does a really good job of getting vertical, not dancing around at the line.
Might be like Gus Edwards on the Ravens.
Gus Edwards, wow.
I'm just gonna run through you and get a TD, man.
I like that. Body wise, I would say they're pretty similar. I mean, Gabe's probably what 225, I would say he's probably might be up to 230.
He's big.
Yeah, he's a big boy now.
Yeah, and like
we call him Big Back.
He is Big Back.
Big Back.
I can believe that.
Big Back Bobby.
That's one of those first guy off the bus guys.
Big Back
like you
Bobby
want him
Johnson.
walking off the bus because he is going to put some fear.
Yeah.
Especially if you got a weak linebacker core.
Oh, yeah.
You know you got to be running at that guy.
Yeah, he's running through people.
Mm-hmm.
He's running through people. Okay. And then I don't really know the new receivers. I'm not going to throw them in there.
Yeah, I
no
think
disrespect.
That's definitely the chance, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I got to see what you
gotta
look like
have
in the
one
Big
of
Ten.
them. Gotta have one of them kind of in that conversation. Okay, so now we got everyone laid out on the table. We just got to pick 3.
Ooh.
You pick your 3.
All right. I'm going to go Ben Scott for sure. He's going to be a big leader on this. Let's just not pick Dylan because I think that one's obvious. The team's obviously not going to be good if the quarterback's not that good.
Yeah.
I'm still going to roll with Emmett Johnson. I think it's probably going to be a little bit of both between those guys, but I think have that running back, that solid veteran running back, and then the wide receiver. Give me Lloyd. I think he's going to be that vertical threat that just really stresses teams out. And when we need to play, that speed's going to put stress on teams.
Yeah, that's really good. That's really good. It's really good. Okay, for my 3 or for my 2, I'll go my second first. For my second spot, I'll go. They're like the twin giants. So I gotta go. Nash and Ty together. Though I gotta say them both. I'll say they're at my 2 spot. At my 1 spot, it gets tricky because I was gonna throw Dylan in, but we're not gonna do that.
Mm-hmm.
We can go. I'm thinking. My goodness,
it's tough, man. Because I'm looking at our safeties, and I'm looking pretty. I feel like they deserve to be in there.
Yeah, we didn't mention Deshaun or like
Buford,
MC. Oh, we didn't even say Buford.
Yeah, we got Marquise, dude. I forgot.
My gosh,
I might gotta
the maniac himself.
I don't want to cut someone off my list because I think those guys are all important.
Oh my god,
this defense gets scary when you look at it. When you really
that
look
just
at this
got me
Nebraska
juiced
defense.
up. I forgot about Deshaun and Malcolm. Okay. Let me lock in. Number 1. I might have to go GIF based on last year.
I'm okay with that.
That defense went as GIF went. GIF set the tone in a lot of big games. We talk about Northwestern. We talk about Purdue. We talk about Illinois.
Mm-hmm.
He was a real I would say anchor for that defense. Does a lot of communication. Plays a lot of different roles. Plays in the post. Comes in the box. Plays apex, kind of that nickel position sometimes. Does a lot of things, right? And I think that's really their anchor of the defense. Number 3, I would have to say Emmett. I'll put it as this: if Emmett's their number 1 back,
yeah, I'm thinking he's going to be. I think it's going to be a little bit running back room by committee, but I think he'll probably get most of the snaps. Now, who knows? I mean, there's some serious competition in that room too. That's the interesting part. So if he does come out on top, whoever comes out of that room, I feel like we're going to be feeling pretty good with. That's a tough room right now.
I would believe it's Emmett. I think you would be digging yourself a hole, or it would have to be a landslide if it's not Emmett. Because if you think about it, if you throw in a transfer, throwing a young guy, throwing someone else, and then have Emmett at 2, what if you lose the momentum that Emmett has? So I think it would have to be a clear beat out, a clear. This is our guy. This is the next guy. This is an all-conference guy. I think that's how it is.
I just hope it doesn't come down to turnovers again. I don't know what bug that was that got into the running back room last year.
Can't speak about it. Just don't even speak about it.
We must have been speaking about it for years because, at least 20 years.
This is what frustrated me when we was having these meetings about these turnovers. We would have meetings about turnovers and fumbling. Why are we having meetings about fumbling? Think about it. Now everyone in the building
thinking
is
about fumbling.
Worrying about fumbling.
Yeah.
Even if you say, I don't want you to think about fumbling, what are you thinking about now?
Fumbling.
What if I tell you, don't think about a chimpanzee with a blue vest and a red tie, bow tie, and a pink hat on? What do you think of? And don't think about that though.
Yeah, no.
What do you think about it?
Silly chimpanzee right now.
You think about a chimpanzee with a blue coat, red tie, and a pink hat. That's what happens with this fumbling thing. So how do you correct it? Just drill it and stop. Just drill it, drill fumbling.
And don't talk about it.
Drill it, drill it, and say, y'all gonna play a great game. That's not who you were. You're gonna play a great game. Boom. Man, y'all need to I
wondered about that.
We needed a mental coach. I'm not gonna lie. We needed a mental coach because, oh my gosh, it was okay. We're not gonna do that on here. We're not gonna do that.
No, I mean it's important to try to understand what the hell was going on there because it was weird, right? It just felt contagious. When something's contagious, it's a mind virus. You know, that's the way I see it. I mean, who knows? But I'll throw one more wild card in there because we need those field goals, man. We need them when we're there. Give me Albano. Lead us in special teams.
That's a cemented honorable mention. Cemented. He's number 4.
Yeah,
on every list. Gotta be. And he did a great job. I thought he had some really tough conditions. Kicking in the Big Ten is unlike kicking anywhere else.
Yeah.
It's gonna get a little easier, I guess, with the new conference. You know, like having to go and kicking in Cali. I'm sure that would be fun unless it's a windy day. But yeah, kicking in the Big Ten is very hard, and it's an honorable thing that he's able to do that. So
yeah, I mean, that'd be such a high stress job.
Woo!
It's got to be one of the weirdest mental jobs you can have is being the kicker.
Yeah, I would love to have a kicker and a sports psychologist.
You want mental fortitude? Go find yourself an NFL kicker and just ask how.
Or a long snapper.
Yeah, long snapper too.
Got one job. Well, I guess they get to run down and make a tackle, but
disastrous if they mess up their one job. Disastrous. Absolutely disastrous.
If you hear about a long snapper, that means they're probably getting cut.
Facts.
Think about it. You don't hear about a long snapper unless they mess up. So
yeah, that's kind of like the same thing with the kickers. And why it's such a weird job. Like it's always expected you make it. Like nobody ever expects, unless you get to like the 40, 50 and windy days. But everyone's like, that's all you do at practice, man. And they miss if they miss anything 30 yards or even closer, media's out.
And it's not, and it don't help that the field goal got pushed further to extra points. So I mean, yeah, not fun, and it's not easy. So I applaud, big high five to all the kickers, punters, and special teams guys out there. The easiest one is the place kicker for the kickoff.
Yeah,
you got the easiest one. Literally, usually it's like it's a left middle kick, a right middle, or I don't know if you ever just kick it straight down the middle, but
yeah, unless you got like torrential rain, you should be all right.
Yeah,
even if you got some rain, then we figured out you got a long snapper that's going to put it right on the money. You just got to be there for it. But yeah, that being said, you got any more honorable mentions before we throw to our next break here? I mean, that's a pretty solid list. I went more on the offense, you went more on the defense, but
I really truly think, and this isn't just because I know him and have a relationship with him, I really think Javen Wright is going to be in a position as their backer that can run and plug. He can plug, but also he can run sideline to sideline, and he's good in zone and good in the pass game as well. So I actually really, really, really believe that he should be on the list.
I think so too. The way he fits in this defense too.
Yeah,
he's long, he's fast, he's athletic. He's one of those he's one of those backs that they're gonna get surprised by some of the windows he's able to cover.
Yeah, and he's getting bigger and stronger and faster, and it's just gonna be awesome to see. So, and I think young guy, the two young guys we didn't talk about was Prince Will and Cam.
Yeah,
we didn't even talk about them, bro. Like Cam is a guy that this second year he can. P Will too. They could mess around, be all conference, like just like that, like for real.
Yeah, the best part about a lot of these guys coming back too is like we're starting to build some serious depth.
Yeah.
And like that's how you get to the Bama and the Georgias and the Ohio State, the Michigan is like we can be good, and we've had years where we're good, and that's how you get 7, 8, 9 wins. But when you get to that depth, you ain't losing. Right, you can just plug someone out, and you just got another dog that's hungry trying to get that spot. But with that being said, we'll talk about a little more on the other side. This is What's Brewing with Chancellor Brewington. Don't go anywhere. We'll talk to you in just a little bit.
Home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
Without a strong IT partner, your business ends up overspending, underperforming, wearing too many hats, complicating your work, and more. Applied Connective Technologies can help with experts in every facet of technology. If it plugs in, powers on, or charges up, they're your people. Imagine Being able to call one team for all your technology solutions rather than a village of vendors and providers. For all your needs in managed IT and cybersecurity, phone systems, physical security, infrastructure, and audio or video, head to appliedconnective.com to better your business today.
If you want to make new floor shopping easier, come to Oak Street Carpet. Hi, I'm Steve Carper. Our flooring professionals can help you choose the best flooring for you, your family, and your budget. We eliminate the confusion. Even better, you'll be enjoying your new flooring much sooner. No 6 or 8 week waits. We'll install right away and save you money on installation. Floor shopping made easy every day at O Street Carpet.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
You already know that Select Plumbing takes care of all your plumbing needs, including water heaters, faucet repairs, leaks, drips, sump pumps, and more. Now, they're able to help you with your heating and air conditioning as well. Select Plumbing has recently expanded into residential heating and air, and they're excited to bring this new service to their complete list of plumbing services. Call to book an appointment today at 402-560-6197 or go to selectplumbinginc.com, serving Lincoln, Seward, Milford, and the surrounding areas.
Hey, baseball fans, join the Blur Tailgate at Hilton Omaha this June for our 12th annual hospitality event during the College Baseball Championship Series. Book an experience for your clients or employees with an inclusive bar, buffet, TVs, music, and tailgate games. Secure your spot today and let Blur Events take care of all the work so you can enjoy the day. Plus, we're just steps away from Charles Schwab Field. Visit blurevents.com to book your group, buy tickets, or learn about sponsorships. That's blurevents.com, your college baseball and football tailgate destination.
Have a passion for the outdoors? Nebraska Game and Parks is seeking seasonal teammates. Work in scenic state parks, contribute to vital research projects, and care for our natural spaces. Seasonal staff assist with special events, provide customer service to outdoor enthusiasts, and make a difference for conservation. Join the adventure at outdoornebraska.gov. Apply online today.
Paid for by Nebraska Game and Parks. Aired in cooperation with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Old School with DP and J.
Everybody's going to focus on his intensities and antics. I think he would be just fine because Billy Donovan is doing well, right? And he's intense as all get out. But how do you think he would transition to the NBA as a coach? And then also, what does this tell you about the Lakers?
93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. The captain, Vershawn Jackson.
I think the plan is to go bigger at corner. You got to have bigger corners in this league because you got these receivers. You got to deal with Ohio State receivers. And I'm not saying small corners can't get it done, but small corners have to be extraordinary, right? They got to jump higher. They got to do things that bigger corners might not necessarily have to do. So, I mean, losing Ethan Nation, it's kind of a blow, but when you got to get down in scholarships anyway, it's not, man. They got to have their best guys, man.
Alcohol has strained our relationship. Drinking too much can cause harm to friends, family members, and loved ones. By drinking less, we will save our relationship. If you or a loved one is looking for help, find a treatment facility near you at findtreatment.gov. For immediate support, call, text, or chat 988.
Brought to you by Nebraska DHHS in partnership with SAMHSA.
With the Planet Fitness Black Card, you don't just get a great workout, you get a great perk out because your membership is packed with perks. For $1 down and $24.99 a month, you'll get perks like access to any of our 2,400 clean and spacious locations. Bring your friend anytime and both work out with tons of equipment that'll give you that big fitness energy. Relax in the Black Card spa and more. Work out and perk out with the PF Black Card. Join for just $1 down and $24.99 a month.
Hurry, deal ends June 14th. Join now, online or at your local PF Club.
See Home Club for details.
Back to the Ticket weeknights on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome back in. Final segment. What's Brewing with Chancellor Brewington, the host as always. Harrison Arns on the ones and twos. Chancellor, we got about 3 minutes here. I'll throw it to you.
You know, I'm really frustrated right now. And I'll tell the people why, and I'll tell you why as well, Harrison. I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed on the way the Lakers, not the Lakers, the Celtics and the Mavs. See how I wanted to insert the Lakers in there?
Yeah, dude.
it just happens. But I'm disappointed on the way.
Oh yeah, you didn't get your guy either.
The series is going, and what are you talking about?
Dan Hurley. Do you want him?
No, I mean,
you want JJ.
I want
probably.
JJ. I want JJ.
You Laker fans.
I want JJ.
You get one of the. I mean, I get it, but Dan Hurley.
I want JJ.
Just a machine right now.
I want JJ. But this is why I'm disappointed, because we got the Celtics that they have a team to where it don't even matter if their best player is Jason Tatum.
Yeah, and he played horrible last night.
But this is the problem. They have such a juice team to where it don't even matter if Jason Tatum have a good game or a bad game, they finna win.
Mm-hmm.
That
Jaylen Brown's been different this playoff. He's been a big part of it.
I know he's been different, but I'm just saying, what team in the NBA, their best player can have a bad game and they still win?
If it's the Nuggets, they lose last night.
They lose
last night. The Mavericks, give them a lot of credit. They found a way to just kind of stay in it long enough just for Luka to rip it right out of your hands at the end, because Luka is that guy.
Right.
And if you keep it close,
oh my God,
he's that assassin.
He better than Larry Bird.
All right. No.
Whoa. Why are you hesitant?
Larry Bird was a machine, dude.
He's already better than Larry Bird. You stop it right now, Harrison.
Larry Bird, man, that's a legend.
And Luka's a legend. What do you?
The story's not written yet.
It already. I mean, he's been.
How many rings he got?
Okay. He's I'm talking about is Luka and Larry.
Larry Bird's putting 30, shooting with his left hand for gigs.
Okay,
that's how good he is.
He's also playing against.
No, we're not doing this 80s, 90s.
I'm just saying.
I'm gonna lose my mind.
I'm just saying, bro. You can't tell me we have a 6'9" guard that got handle. Wait, point guard, by the way, 6'9" point guard with handle. Can shoot the 3 ball. Can drive. Can facilitate. Can. Yeah, come on, dog. Yeah, you might got
Larry Bird's 6'9" too, so let's keep that in mind.
He plays small forward though.
Yeah, but still, if he was 6, he could, but he was still averaging 24 points, 10 rebounds, 6 assists, and he was shooting 50% field goal percentage, about 38% round up on the 3-point line when it wasn't even a thing yet.
I'm standing 10 toes that Luka's already better than Larry. I really think so and believe so.
It's like, but okay, put Luka in Larry Bird's era, and he's just got to be this generational talent to break it. I mean, that's always the thing. That's why it's impossible to compare generations. Is it's all built on the previous generations. So is it Larry Bird's fault? Like, if we do it that way, the top NBA 75 will always be dudes at least 20 years back. Nothing more than that.
Yeah, it should be that way. I'm joking. I'm joking.
You just want to see LeBron.
I'm joking.
Yeah, I mean, it's fun. I will say, Luka, the story's not written yet. There's opportunity to.
I need the series to go to at least 7 or 6. At least 6. Go to 6. Could we get a wave? Could we get a wave? No way.
Not even looking. Nah, the thing that worried me about the Mavericks last night, you saw a game where Tatum played awful. They shot horrible from the 3-point line. Luka was going off, and you still lost. That was the game you needed to steal. How I give him 6 or 7 game series, I think Luka just finds a way to steal one completely.
Yeah.
I think he still does.
Yeah.
How they get the other one is you get a bad shooting night from the Celtics and you take advantage. The only problem was the Mavericks don't have enough offense. Like I think they've made 2 corner threes in these first 2 games.
Kyrie and Luka gotta have both like combined like 75 for
and
them.
Kyrie's been kind of cold.
Yeah.
He's been taking some shots, trying to get himself going, and there's not happening right now.
Well, when they go back home to the Mavs, to Dallas, these next 2 games, right? So I think if they got to go 2-0, you got to. Worst case, I mean, obviously go 1-1, but you got to go 2-0. And I'm just frustrated as a Laker fan. We cannot let the Celtics win. So I don't know if we got to do get the flu game going with Jaylen Brown. But we got to do something.
Yeah, there's definitely some fan bases that are upset. I was talking about it the morning. I bet you the Milwaukee Bucks got to be killing themselves for getting rid of Jrue Holiday.
Yeah, bro, they got Jrue too.
Yeah, and he dropped 26. And Jrue,
and
this
Porzingis,
is what's crazy about Jrue.
And Porzingis, bro. They got everyone.
Pingus, man.
Bruh.
Just incredible.
Yeah.
And he's been incredible on short minutes. And even that yesterday, he didn't play the whole game. There's some injury scares. He'll be back. Dude, just unstoppable. They don't have a good matchup for
out
him.
of nowhere too.
He immediately just looked like he was 100%. They were using
because he saw a familiar face with Luka.
Yeah, it's this is a Celtics year. There's There's no chance the Mavs. Like I said, I thought
Really?
I thought this. You had to win it
prove
last
them
night.
wrong.
Yeah, I would be. I'm not like a big Celtics fan. Like I don't have anything against them. Pretty neutral. I love watching upsets. If you want to give me the underdog, I got no problems with it. But I said Celtics in 7, and even that feels foolish now. My only hope is Foster, Scott Foster. Make it 7.
Put Jason Kidd in.
Yeah. You got any parting words here?
Go to bed. Before you go to bed, think about the great day you're going to have tomorrow, and you will have it.
Absolutely. That'll wrap it up for us. What's Brewing with Chancellor Brewington? And that'll wrap up Ticket Weeknights. We'll talk to you guys again tomorrow night.